Hello, I'm Vivian Akinyosoye. Welcome to Business 360 Weekly. On the highlights, Nigeria to understudy Egypt on Siemens Power projects. Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria call off industrial action. Nigerians warned against fake name verification websites. 3 million Nigerians lose 18 billion naira to Ponzi schemes. And our startup story features the two ladies behind 1203 Mills. All of this and much more coming right after now. We begin with trading figures from the Nigerian Stock Exchange (NSE). A total turnover of 2.092 billion shares worth 29.744 billion naira were traded last week by investors in 24,238 transactions on the floor of the stock exchange, and that's in contrast to a total of 1.930 billion shares valued at 20.656 billion naira traded the previous week in 24,687 transactions. The all-share index declined by 1.2%, the largest weekly loss in 2021 so far, to close at 39,331.61. As a result, the year-to-date return dipped further into negative territory, settling at 2.3%. Capital markets observers say intermittent profit-taking will continue to dominate trading amid uncertainties about the direction of yields in the markets.
Profit taking will continue to remain because most people, because the gain the market recorded in the last few months was unprecedented. So most investors will want to see key into that profit taking. They'll wait till the dividend declare at the price and the stocks are marked down before they will now enter. Even though the current prices offer entry opportunities for many investors.
The Nigerian Stock Exchange has also launched its e-filing portal, X-Filing, to enhance securities listing in the market. It also comes as part of efforts of the exchange to facilitate a timely review process, as well as improving the quality of its service delivery. It follows the recent upgrade to the NSE Issuers Portal, X-Issuer, and is a fully integrated secure web interface designed to enable the submission and process of securities listing applications online. The federal government has partnered the OCP Group of Morocco to boost fertilizer production for farmers in Nigeria. Against this background, a number of agreements have been signed at the University Mohammed VI Polytechnic in Morocco by OCP Africa and the Nigerian delegation headed by the Minister of Petroleum Resources, Chief Timipre Silva. Through these agreements, the OCP Group had confirmed its commitment to the development of a sustainable and inclusive agriculture in Nigeria. It also reaffirms OCP and Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA) unwavering support of agricultural development initiatives across the country. And on aviation, Chairman of the United Nigeria Airlines, Obiora Okonkwo, says the airline is poised to fill existing gaps in the industry. According to him, the United Nigeria Airlines is driven by service and is such committed to making Enugu an aviation hub. He was speaking during the airline's commencement of operations from Lagos to Enugu, Enugu to Abuja, Abuja back to Enugu, and then to Lagos, which took place recently in Enugu. Tuesday, Nigeria to understudy Egypt on the Siemens Power project. President Muhammadu Buhari had directed the Ministry of Power to collaborate with the Egyptian government on the effective implementation of the Presidential Power Initiative, that is the Siemens project. The Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Maman, disclosed this on Monday in Abuja while receiving the Egyptian ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency Ihab Mustafa Awad, in his office. He also disclosed that President Buhari had intimated him that Egypt had successfully rehabilitated and restored its power sector through its collaboration with Siemens, saying Nigeria will overhaul its power grid through the Siemens deal. Still on stories from Tuesday, the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has issued a disclaimer against National Identification Number verification website. NIMC on Friday warned the general public that the website, which claimed to verify numbers chosen to receive 5 gigabyte data as part of a NIN verification reward program, was not associated with the commission, as it was run by fraudsters, advising members of the public to protect their personal information. Wednesday, we have the story on Ponzi schemes. 3 million Nigerians lose 18 billion naira to fraudsters, according to the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Lamido Yuguda. He was speaking on Tuesday at a two-day webinar organized by the Attorney General Alliance Africa in collaboration with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Financial analyst Tokwe Fasu says many more Nigerians would still fall victims of such Ponzi schemes, as it thrives where people are eager to get rich quick.
If they bring another Ponzi scheme, people will pile on it and keep on losing. It's as if, we're wired to do that, and it's unfortunate and sad. We must bring back the dignity of labor. We must let our youths that are growing to know that there's nothing wrong in working. There's nothing wrong in working for someone. Absolutely nothing wrong. This whole idea of it's only fools that work for someone. How many people can be entrepreneurs? We can't have a nation of entrepreneurs. And what is it they call entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship in Nigeria that doesn't even add value to anything. Entrepreneurship that's about importation from China to come and sell here. Even those who are on the streets running after cars are entrepreneurs. They shouldn't be running after cars. They shouldn't be on the streets. There's enough work in this country to organize our society, to organize our space, to secure our space. There's enough work for 50 million people to do.
Still on Wednesday, economy watchers have described the blockade of food and agricultural products to the South by northern trade unions last week as an idea that was not well thought out, and one which did impact negatively on the availability and prices of food items in the South regions, especially in cities such as Lagos and nearby states. Although it has been called off, again, financial and economy analyst Tokwe Fasu responds to this development, saying it goes beyond a wake-up call for Nigerians in the South to position themselves in the agribusiness sector.
The government never quickly rallied to ensure that these things stop. The people who say, look, our people are being killed down south, our trailers are being burnt, we goods inside, they of course do have a right to complain. They say you cannot beat a child and say you should not cry. All right? They have a right to say, no, our people will not go there again. But it's also very dangerous. I will not want to take it to the level of north-south split, north go your own, south go your own. What will happen is that even the north, as much as those goods are perishable, difficulties make people open new frontiers. If those goods are perishable, the farmers are suffering and the marketers are suffering and so on. Then of course, they'll begin to explore going to maybe Niger, Cameroon, up to Sudan, the Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and all of that. They will take it in trucks and go to those places. They will still sell. They will sell eventually. Okay? But the South also will then have to make do with what it has, and then they'll begin to produce whatever it is they can produce for themselves.
And on Thursday, FMDQ Exchange has approved the registration of Fitsin Healthcare PLC 10 billion naira commercial paper program on its platform. This comes as a milestone for the leading pharmaceutical manufacturing company in Nigeria as it joins other corporate institutions across various sectors of the economy to enjoy the benefits of visibility, transparency, and liquidity. Still on stories from Thursday, the President Muhammadu Buhari says to Immigration Service, tighten up security around the nation's borders and ensure that criminal elements don't find Nigeria as a safe haven for crime. He was speaking at the virtual opening ceremony of the NIS Technology Building in Abuja. And for our stories on Friday, motorists plying Agege Abulegba and Agege Yanakbaja axis in Lagos can now heave a sigh of relief as the state governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu Friday commissioned the much-awaited 1.7-kilometer long Agege Pen Cinema Bridge. The overpass ascends from Oba Ogunji Road and drops at the Okekoto axis of Agege. It also opens up to the old Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway through Abuluegba. And just before we go, oil prices rose more than 1% on Friday, extending gains from the previous session after OPEC and its allies agreed not to increase supply in April as they await a more substantial recovery in demand amid the coronavirus pandemic. Coming up next, our startup story features the two ladies behind 1203 Limited, a finger food, grills, noodles, and confectionery business.
My name is Olamide Teniola-Mos. I studied accounting and finance from Caleb University. I enjoy cooking, I enjoy making people happy, and I enjoy mentoring people.
Hi, my name is Korede Teniola. I'm from a family of four. I'm second to the last born. I studied criminology and international studies in school. I schooled in South Africa, Monash University. When I finished, I actually worked at an automobile store. I was one of their marketers for like 3 months. I just wanted to have the idea of marketing and because I needed it for the business anyway. So I did work for 3 months, and then after 3 months, I left and said, okay, I'm done. I've learned.
1203 actually means December 3rd. And that's the day we lost a very precious gift. That's my dad. So we decided to name the business 1203 after him, just to make sure we have that memory forever. So having that or knowing that behind you, you just have that push that this just has to be good. So daddy can look back and say, oh, my girls are doing great.
For me in particular, that date is very important, it's significant. So we're doing everything to make meant to be our late dad proud, but at the same time trying to ensure that that date that was meant to always make us cry has, built all of this for us and has done something good,
When we started, we actually started with cake baking. Then I realized it was becoming very boring for me. I had to start pushing. Let's try something else. The moment we arrived and we were able to narrow it down to small chops, I'm like, yeah, we nailed it, that's it.
So from the moment we identified our goal in business, we did a lot of training. We had to now suspend every other business we were doing and focus strictly on it, because you really can't be in 5 places or 2 places at the same time. So we had to ensure we had all our focus into the business, and all the training we were going through was taking us through the next, if possible, 10 years of our business, even though we were just starting. But we're trying to, get ready for future problems that had not even come.
The first thing we did regarding the business was we tried to perfect the recipe. That's why the same food you ate 9 years ago is still the same food you're going to eat now in 1203, still the same taste. We tried to create a customer base. So even in as much as we were working from the back of our father's house for 4 years before we got our first outlet. Oh, sorry, it's not an outlet, it was a kiosk. So before we got the first kiosk, let me use the word, we already had a customer base. So we knew we could at least send out at least 50 plates a day.
If you're talking recipe, food, all of that, I'll say my sister. I'm really not good with that. My sister wants to go to, if there's even a new chef school in America, my sister wants to be there. I'm not that. For me, I'm more of, for my own creativity goes in styling, plating, making sure my pictures are perfect. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that. Pictures, how the food is getting to the client, all of that is where I now come in.
The number one challenge is employee culture. It's terrible in Nigeria. If you feel you've employed the worst person, trust me, the next one coming is worse. The next person coming is worse. So sometimes you just have to manage what you have and see how you can walk around them. It's actually very bad. It's very bad. If you employ 100, out of 100, you might get just 5 or 10 that will actually say, oh, this person makes sense. You employ someone and you sack them in 24 hours. Is that bad? So employee culture is really, it's a big problem.
Money. You always need money. You literally never stop needing money. It's frustrating. There's a lot of times, like yesterday, I still woke up and said, well, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. We always need money every time. We opened this place with so much money, and in less than 3 months, we need another money again to do bakery, and now again, boss, so it just keeps expanding. You always need capital to go forward. And really, it's not every financial institution that wants to give us money, because you're doing small jobs. To people, they probably don't see profit in it, or it's not oil and gas, or certain business. It's not everyone that is willing to invest and put money into the business. So for me, I think it's money.
A lot of people feel 1203 has an investor. We actually don't. It's just been a struggle of 2 stubborn sisters trying to make daddy proud. That's just it. So we forfeit everything. You drop your salary from big amount and say, no, let's take this money because we have to return this money back into the business. We need to do this. So it's just been struggle. It's just been hard work and the grace of God. That's just it. So we've not been able to overcome it. Our parents, growing up, parents love food, love good food. So we've always known good food. So when we eat something, we tell you, no, this is not it. And that's why we are always very proud to say we started a lot of creativity in the industry. We thought about, okay, if everybody can have, I personally, I can't finish a whole shawarma. So why must I buy a whole shawarma? Why not start a mini shawarma? Then we start mini shawarma. We started including it to samosa, spring rolls, and boom, we moved to something else again. No, why not let's add sandwich to it? And we do that and it moves. Our samosa, instead of beef, why not let's do chicken? So we are always on our toes. We are always thinking how to improve, how to get better. And that's what has been working for us.
I like to have fun. I'm everywhere. I like to boogie, like to jiggy. I still like to watch a movie. I like to watch movie, but I like to still go out and have fun. When I come back, I'll watch the movie, or I watch the movie before I go out and have the fun. Then I'll whatever. But I mix both up. For me, it's fun. I like to go out, have fun, hang out with my friends, just be around them. We like to just have fun regardless and still work at the same time.
I love watching movies. I love thinking about 1203. I love watching movies. I love thinking about 1203, and that's it.
You can watch the rest of that story on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Also subscribe to our website, www.business360news.com. And that's it on the show. We're back next week with yet another fantastic episode of the program. I'm Vivian Akinyosoye. Have a wonderful week.